You're listening to the Permaglitched Gaming Podcast, Season 2, Episode 31. If you hear something you'd like to see from this podcast, be sure to check out our website at permaglitchedgaming.com. Oh my goodness. All right. Welcome everybody to the Permaglitched Gaming Podcast. We're glad to have you here today. My name's Jacob, and I'm hosting with my two fabulous co-hosts, Jose and Joe. Welcome, gentlemen. Back after another week.
eBay. I paid my fees. Don't send everybody to break my legs. Hey, it's eBay. They want their money, so.
Oh, eBay sucks.
No, it doesn't. eBay's a godsend. Hush your mouth.
No, eBay sucks.
Look, just because you're technology illiterate, okay?
I don't use eBay enough. That's the thing.
I love eBay. eBay's been in my life since 2000 and whatever.
I also like the idea of just going in, finding what I need, and buying it.
I do,
And
but
then-
nowadays stores, I told you,
Don't really have anything. Yeah.
Well, not even necessarily stores, just in general. I just want to be able to go in, find what I need on a website or a store, wherever, and then leave.
yeah, but the store's not going to have it because it's going to be like, oh, you need to order it. So, Joe,
Yeah,
you didn't
but-
hear my Best Buy story. Let me tell Joe my Best Buy story, then you can probably agree with me.
All right.
So it's a nice day. I just went out driving, so I decided to go to Best Buy. So as you walk in the store, you know, everything else, the movies, the washing machines and all the home appliances, everything looks nice. So the electronics, well, what I want, I can't kind of stop saying that. The computers and video game stuff are all the way in the back, you know? So you go back there, and it's a fucking barren wasteland. Shelves are fucking empty. They have signs like this product's not available, is unavailable, like for the systems and stuff. So there's like no Xboxes, no PlayStations, nothing. There's barely any controllers. And then all the computer accessories is the same way. They have some keyboards and stuff, but not even the like pre-built computers to buy, or like they weren't even there.
Well, you gotta figure
Fucking
with
barren wasteland.
especially with
everywhere,
the
dude.
computers going
yeah,
out.
that's just funny.
Everybody's got to buy them because their kids are all doing remote learning, and a lot of places don't, or a lot of houses don't have what they need for that, especially if they have multiple kids at home.
I don't know, some schools nowadays they give the kids, you know, I know not every school, but like
Yeah, not every school does, but
Not
a
every
lot of
school.
I know, like I think Fort Ann was doing that.
They still do that.
Yeah, like we didn't get to use them, but the kids
Fucking
after us
spoiled.
got fucking iPads and shit.
fucking spoiled ass kids. Use a fucking textbook. Man, like this iPad bullshit. I didn't fucking have that shit. I had a fucking textbook. I had to bring home my fucking backpack full of school books. Most of the time I just ended up doing my school and my work in school anyway. But because I want to
I didn't
not
do homework.
Yeah, we know, because your homework was from the devil. We all know your background.
I wish my parents thought homework was
Jacob.
of the devil.
I'm not Jacob. You can't learn what you
The
learn in the
homework was
school.
bullshit at Fort Ann, okay?
No, I just didn't do it because I was a lazy piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Daddy's
in the
his daddy was like, read these chapters of Genesis from 1
In
to
the
5. There'll be a
5
quiz on it later.
in the 5 years I went to that school, I don't think I ever actually
5
turned
years?
in. Yeah, so I went
That was a little more
7,
than that.
8, 9,
Yeah,
10,
5.
11, okay, so 6 years.
Damn,
Yeah,
what the
5, 6
fuck?
years.
I went to 3 different schools. Each school had 4 grades in it. I went from,
No, this school is pre-K through 12, and it had maybe 500 kids in it.
Yeah,
altogether.
that's accurate.
my middle school.
Our
was-
graduating class was 32.
I thought it was 50, like someone.
No, it was much less than that.
Ours was.
It was
200.
much bigger than any other class.
That's
Mine
what they
was
say
200.
every year.
And then the
It had
lady,
to be like- It had to be more.
the lady,
people on our
the lady who
graduation
gave
year.
our commencement speech, she was known to like go over So like a 1 hour graduation was almost ended up being 2 hours because there's lady and there was the threat of rain.
Bro.
It was so boring. I had my Game Boy on me. My Game Boy.
Fuck yeah, dude. Do it.
And I just pulled. I started
Funny
playing.
story.
So,
If you find the graduate class picture of 2013 from Fort Ann High School, I'm not in it.
Yeah.
we
I
know,
am not. I am not in
know.
our class picture for the graduating class of
We know because
2013.
your daddy was like, you know, the devil steals your soul.
Oh, it's much more than that.
right.
It's much more than that.
It was actually a funny story. So
Everything's a funny story. It is.
It was funny because I basically the story is I slept in, but my mom knew the actual time that it was going down and tried to get me up, and I sat there and argued with her and told her no, so and so texted me and told me yesterday at school that it was at this time. Well, same person was also blowing up my phone at that time, trying to figure out where I was. Basically, everybody was texting me, trying to figure out where I was. And I showed up late, and I think they were like halfway through the first like practice run of everybody sitting down. So yeah, I'm not in the graduate class picture, so that's fun.
We took ours in the gym. I forget when.
Yeah, we had an auditorium. We did ours in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even mad about it. I hated that school anyway. I really did not.
No
enjoy
arguments
my
there
time
with that.
there.
Place sucked.
On my Facebook page, there is my middle school graduation class photo. That was like maybe 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like we took it out in the front lawn. And then there were teachers in there who got fired and stuff.
Oh, on the picture?
Yeah, it was like one teacher we didn't like and stuff. Some other ones. It was hilarious. There's one teacher, I forget her name. Like she was there for like, I guess the school year. Then like the following year was gone.
Yeah, high school was fucking terrible. I hated it.
Yep.
High school was fun for me. I would just go, especially like my junior and senior year, because I had all my credits done. Especially like my senior year, so I would just go to the library and just play Pokemon.
I mean, I didn't do much my senior year, so I think I had there was like one day where like out of 6 class periods, I had like 3 study halls.
Yeah, that's how my day was, because my school split between there and vocational, so I was only there to like 5th period, and then from there I left to go to vocational because I like in the senior year vocational was second half instead of the first half of the year on junior year. So I had 3 study halls, loved it. I took a class because I had to take it, even though I took a math class and I had to take it, but even though I didn't need to do any of the work, the teacher's like, you just sit here and do whatever. I'm like, cool.
I think Miss Dufford actually passed away not that long ago, Joe. Our study hall monitor.
Really?
I feel like I heard she passed away.
Huh.
Anyway.
Did not know that.
Yeah, fun fact.
No, like
Fort Ann's full of old dead people.
It's old, full of dead people. I was a good student. Didn't like it though. Fuck that.
Did Fisher die yet?
I don't know. I don't think
Is he still crashing, or is he still out there fucking driving his fucking Mustangs around, crashing them into telephone poles?
Oh, he probably is still.
Crazy bastard.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Go ahead, Jose. Why don't you kick off our first topic for today?
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm sorry, Braxton's jumping around. I gotta go.
Why are you having your gay mouth open?
I was trying to do this. I was trying to make it seem like my video froze. Plus, I forget where the tab was for the topics. So I was like, hey, where's the topic tag? Oh man.
So what do you have us what do you have us talking
See,
about?
if you were here instead of washing your balls or whatever you were doing,
I was doing a lot of things. I had to be
Yeah,
clean because
we
I had
know.
to deal with retail, which it's a bunch of people that probably
Mm-hmm.
don't have their mask on with all this pandemic shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I just drank like 4 minutes of my alcohol, just chugged it. So yeah,
I guess we can start with the speculations of the Xbox. Did you read any of these? I'm not harping on you. I'm just asking. Like, I don't want to,
I wish I did. Is it like price points?
yeah.
Okay,
Allegedly,
so I
anyway.
know what I've heard is that it's gonna be like for the X, it's gonna be like $600, and for the Series S, it's gonna be like $299. What I
So the
heard.
Series S you had right. The Series X, it's more like how the Xbox was, of 500. So you
Oh,
weren't you
okay,
weren't too off.
499.99.
Yeah,
Okay,
499. So it's like relatively not much different than how they were.
back then.
Yeah, the digital edition of the PS5 is allegedly supposed to be $399, whereas the physical edition, um,
The one with the disk drive. Everybody know about that. That's like
thing that's kind of, you kind of almost expect it like right now. That's where.
Yeah.
But here's the weird part.
Yeah.
So, according to this website, as I had posted from notebookcheck.net, according to a company called Sereno, it says Microsoft will be first to release the next gen consoles, which we all know, with the supposed release dates of November 5th and 6th. Why 2 day 2 ask?
Yeah, that was like weird. Why is it not released on the same day?
Because yeah, so the 5th is supposed to be for the supposed
Series
Series
S.
S, and then the 6th is supposed to be for the Series X. So
they're releasing the cheaper one before the more expensive one?
Literally a day before. So it says this actually ties in conveniently with the release the leak of the controller for the Series S.
Mm-hmm.
And then a week later, it's supposed to be PS5. It's kind of supposedly doing this almost the same thing. It says the PS5's regular console and digital editions on. It says regular consoles on Friday, November 13th. A previous leak from a similarly continuous source stated that a November 14th release in Japan first for the PS5, followed by a worldwide release on November 20th. So we don't. Knowing the Japanese audience, they probably will get it first, but not by much. But these are all speculations.
Yeah.
I mean, it is August. It's almost September, so
Something's
going to have to.
Something's got to give, and somebody needs to talk about price points and when
exactly. I think supposedly
like, come
they're
on, we're
supposed to
like
have an
2
event
months away, almost, for that to be like known. Almost.
And I
over
mean,
2 months.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard because, like Jacob said, with the whole being 2020 and stuff, this year has not been the greatest. It's like we need a mulligan for it.
Sucky year all around.
So I don't know if they're conscious of keeping the prices hidden because of not everybody's financially able to afford these. So maybe they could be talking price points, maybe to help alleviate, because if you think about it this way, I'm not going to say that, the cheaper it is, the more something will be brought. Yeah. So let's say they knock it down by $50 for whatever reason. I think it would be more inclined for a person to go out and, spend that money if they have it to buy it. But with that also being said, at least recently with all these, games being delayed, it's like, do you even bother buying one right off the bat just to say you have
Xbox's case?
No, not just Xbox. I mean,
Not just Xbox.
no,
There's
I mean,
been
because
delays for PS4s. I mean PS5s, like games.
I think PS5 was the
PS4.
first one to be announced delayed. Or you're just talking
some
to
of the
games in general.
Games, yeah.
Games. That's what I'm talking about.
System wise, we don't know. They're trying to push for the end of this, for holiday season. I
Because
mean,
that's sales.
that's
Christmas
sale,
time. No, that's when
but
companies get the most sales.
Yeah,
I
like in that
oh,
holiday season, yeah.
Sale, but like product sales.
Like all
They
of
move-
the holiday season, getting all the
Yes.
sales. Big stonks.
I'm getting you that fucking minifig, dude. I don't care. I'm gonna fucking get it. I want you to proudly display it. The Stonks minifig, dude. Did you not see that?
Yeah.
So, who knows what it'll be with pricing and stuff officially? But I mean, more or less, that seems logical that those price points. So,
Oh yeah.
I don't.
I will say this though: at least Xbox is doing a smart thing where they're actually releasing, I guess, both versions of their console rather than wait like a year and then like, oh, this is the Xbox S now a year later instead of
that's a better move.
Right now they're putting it pretty much release the date of the same time, so
Yeah,
you can't get the bigger brother. You can always get get this more affordable one. And I think that's probably what they're going for too.
Well, because
Like
a lot of media companies have nailed it on the head. The future of Microsoft and Xbox isn't next gen consoles. The future of Microsoft is the Game Pass. Right? That's where the sales are right now. That's where the subscriptions are coming in. And I mean, because you figure
it makes complete sense.
Yeah. And then with the launch of xCloud, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. So consoles are, I mean, it's still a big ticket item, but I feel like maybe that's not their focus so much.
Not. It's a focus, but it's like if you divide it like a pie. And
yeah, if you were to do a pie chart on this,
cut it into like 5 pieces, and because obviously they have their movies, they have their technology, they have what else does Sony do? Sony does a lot of stuff. They have computers.
They do like manufacture stuff with like all their like
exactly.
And all that.
Here's the other thing with the Game Pass, though, right? It's not just Xbox anymore. You're not just looking at the Game Pass in terms of how many Xbox subscribers you have. You're looking at the Xbox in terms of 2 markets now, because you have the PC and you have Xbox. Whereas Sony's subscription service only has Sony and they've got their streaming thing.
Well, they have the PlayStation now.
Is diverse. What's that?
I mean, they do have the PlayStation now on PC, but how much are they?
What does it charge to do that?
$10 a month.
So about the same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
no, because
like
Microsoft
$5 on here for online if you're using the Xbox.
Well, but does it? Well, and PlayStation doesn't charge for online play still, does it?
Yeah, no, yes they do.
Yeah, they do.
They still charge. Yeah, the PlayStation Gold.
Well, I mean, for what, 15 bucks a month with the Game Pass Ultimate, you're getting Game Pass on PC, you're getting Game Pass on Xbox, and then you're getting your Xbox Live Gold for 15 bucks. You're actually saving money by doing that, because the Xbox Live monthly subscription on its own is $10 a month.
Yeah.
So, still pissed that they took out the yearly option, though.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
I'm telling you, like, we got into PC gaming at the right time.
Yeah,
I would have
good
to
for you too.
Yeah.
But boys, I've been PC gaming way before, longer than you guys.
You've been World of Warcraft gaming.
No, I've also played other PC games too, other than WoW.
It's mostly WoW though.
Still a PC
He
game.
hasn't played it in a while though.
Fair enough.
Okay, what else we got?
Still a PC game.
That you pay a subscription for.
Still a PC game.
What do we got next?
Joe's sexy knee with the little red bump on it.
Yes, good. Yes, a little bit of rub. Give it a good rub. Right there. Yes. Yeah, it's like calcium deposit. That's like.
Oh yeah, I got
calcium deposit like in my
those
knee.
fucking hurt. I don't. Yeah,
They're annoying.
They're annoying, especially if they're on your bones. Like my one on the top knee and one on my left knee is in the middle. On the right knee is on the top. So yeah, that's So was it the? Speaking of next gen, because stonks. Developers are struggling to scale down these games that are supposed to be, for next gen, but also coming onto current gen consoles. They're just struggling to bring them down to scale because they're creating them for the bigger next gen with the better processors and RAMs and all that. And then it's like, we have to make it for our current gen too. And it's like, what?
Warzone is a good example of that right now. Patrick didn't get to stream Warzone last week because he got blindsided with a
I think he
30 gigabyte update
because of the whole season that came out.
He's what?
I think he just got blindsided because it's the whole new season that comes out. You got to know that when the new season comes out, it's going to be, especially Call of Duty.
Well, and then Apex updated this week. And what did I say that was? 140 gigs or something?
That sounds something.
Or was it 14?
Yeah.
I can't remember how big the Apex update was.
It was big.
That's what she said.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, well, like I was talking about Microsoft Flight Simulator, that came out, and that's 127 gigs. Good lord.
It was 33 gigs on Xbox.
For Apex?
Yes.
I haven't even updated it on PC, so
I'm sure I haven't either.
I haven't.
We haven't played it.
I think I uninstalled it.
Why?
So, because it's Joe. What do you expect?
We weren't using it. So, yeah.
Did you uninstall Smite 2?
Thank God I didn't yet.
Because you guys
want to.
I'm actually more annoyed that you guys were so pining over this Avatar shit, and y'all haven't played.
We haven't done it. I know. I'm aware that you're mad about it.
And I don't think
we're not going to probably. We say that we're going to, but we're not because it's just we can't, and I'm pissed off because it's fucking.
A lot
Avatar.
of it comes down to the fact that we're not lining up on games.
Let's get it straight. The guy to my right isn't lining up.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Yeah, listen, I'm not finished with my statement. I'm not finished with my statement.
You can't say the guy to your right because everybody who's watching sees it from my screen.
I'm saying to my right.
But nobody knows who's right. Nobody knows who's to your right.
Just say my name.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Anyway, this guy right here, Target wants to screw him over. Target wants to screw him over. With no lube.
Oh boy, they did. 6 days of fucking working. I got 4 more left in me.
I'll take your
Am
6
I gonna
days.
lose my sanity? Tune in next week.
I'll take your 6 days to my 44-hour days. So
I would love to work 4 4s, 4 10s. I mean, 4 4s,
4 11s, 4 11s.
Whatever.
But anyway,
I would love to have 3-day weekend. Anyway.
But anyway, it says that according to this article from Game Rant, game developers are struggling to scale down next-gen games for PS4 and Xbox One. Well, it says the gaming world...
Tell them stop it. Make games for us.
But they can't. That's what they're trying to do, but they can't. says the gaming world is edging closer and closer to the next gen of
It's
video
too
games.
much power that nobody else can have. Stop it.
The big issue is that all of these games have to be compatible with next gen on launch.
Yeah.
Which means that they can't sit here with their thumb up their ass and wait until the console launches and then update everything so that it works with those. They have to. They have those developer builds and stuff so that they can get ahead of it. Unfortunately, current gen suffers the consequences. I see a lot of people on the Gameology Facebook page who are dumb and don't have fucking external hard drives. And they're like,
Which get those, by the way.
I just had to uninstall 4 games so I could do the fucking Warzone update. Fucking get over yourself.
Joe just said get those like he had one from the beginning and he was to it. Bitch, we done had to force you to get one.
Yeah.
To be fair, he is allowed to change his stance.
It's fine.
Now that he has been educated,
it's fine if he changed his stance, but his smugness made to act like he knew from the beginning.
He's allowed to be smug.
He's some more smarter than these Gameology guys. They need to have external hard drives.
That's the thing. He has one now, and those guys don't. He's allowed to be smug at the people that still haven't wised up. Like, it's fucking 2020, guys. Buy a goddamn external hard drive. These games are big.
That's
like Christ.
So huge.
I'm stuffing envelopes right now in case anyone cares what I'm doing.
I'm waiting for Joe to say something else. He's big and huge. He's just so huge. He stops. Like
filling up every crevice in the hard drive in your computer. It can't take it anymore. You need that external hard drive.
How big is your external hard drive? I'm just curious.
Like,
I forgot what size you
on my laptop originally?
No, the external one. The external you brought.
Oh, it's like 4 terabytes.
So why the hell are you deleting Apex if you have a 4 terabyte
on my computer hard drive? And
you should have just moved it over.
Oh, it was on your main hard drive, not your external one.
I would have told you how to move it over. I would have showed you how to move it over.
I know, but
okay, to be fair, I
using
fucked that up,
and I plan on downloading it again.
No, that's what I said. It's fine.
Is done throughout this week.
It's fine. I know though. It's not the Epic Store. I'm thinking Ubisoft. No, never mind. I was thinking Ubisoft has an issue sometimes. Putting the game where it needs to go, even though you're telling it needs to go over there.
I did find that you play or not you play.
Yeah, it was you play because you had the issue too. That's what I said. I thought it was Epic, but it's not
to the right location.
Yeah, it's not Epic. It was you play that.
Yeah, you play Ubisoft.
But yeah, I mean, like now you think this delay of games kind of almost ties into the crunch culture. How it starts with the big companies like Microsoft and Sony, like, okay, our console's coming out, end of whatever. Now these companies have to develop this game not only for your current gen, but also the next gen. And what are they calling it? What is the upgrade? What the hell's the name of it?
Smart delivery.
Yes, it is smart delivery.
Yeah, smart delivery.
Now they're saying the game is going to be smart delivered when it's ready for the next gen. So it's like, now what do you develop the game? Do you the game on PS4 with the PS4 Xbox One to have it delayed with the smart delivery? Like, it feels like they're forcing these companies to do this whole crunch culture where they have to work double, triple time, overtime, whatever, just to get this ready.
I don't know if it's necessarily the console companies.
I said it starts with them and kind of trickles down because
it's a competition thing though, and to stay competitive, you've got to be better than the games you're competing with. So all these games are getting delayed. So, you want to be a good game, you still launch on time with the console releases.
And what happens to get that?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't think it's necessarily consoles.
No,
Captain
but
Crunch.
No.
Captain Crunch time.
Joe gets what I'm saying though, because you're like, okay, with the announcement of this, if your game wasn't for a next gen console, and now your boss comes up to you and says, okay, now we have to make this compatible with this next gen hardware.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck?
Now that puts exactly. It's like, what the fuck? That puts added pressure on these, engineers and designers and what have you, to have to do that.
To be fair, I think it's a lot less. Like, you've already got most of the work done, right?
Sure.
In terms of artwork, character models,
yeah, but it's not a copy and pasting, because you got to remember this technology.
I'm not saying it's copy and pasting, but it's not like you're starting from scratch either.
True.
You're outsourcing, and like the different companies that are working on this particular game have like different ideas to the point where it does feel like it's stapled on there. Like, I heard that was the reason for like Halo Infinite. It was just like so much like outsourcing that Xbox did with like other third-party companies to like get this game made. But like, what when we saw the presentation of what Halo Infinite was, a lot of people complained about the graphics and all that crap. But there must have been some truth to that, because the outsourcing for whatever reason wasn't working out.
This is. I mean, that would make sense, especially companies tend to do that because sometimes games do need that. But like, I'll give you like with Cyberpunk, for example. I think they kind of saw the writing on the wall, henceforth why they delayed their game earlier. Because if you think about it, you have to develop for PC, you have to develop for console. Console developer kits aren't going to be the same as developing, for PC. Henceforth, like, why do you think that Red Dead Redemption 2 came out on console first, then it took a few months later, then it came out on PC?
Yeah,
because they have to still convert all from the console to PC. The writing code and stuff. That's not an easy task.
Things that definitely have to change. You go from even between PC to PlayStation to Xbox. You're talking about using an E key versus an X key versus an A key.
And I know some developers have said, I don't know how it was in past, but certain developers, like, that's why you see a lot of better games somewhat on PS4 and stuff, because I know sometimes they've said in the past, well, it was easier to develop with the PlayStation development kit, and vice versa. Some said it was easier to develop with the Xbox developer kit and towards PC and stuff. At least with PC, it's universal. So no matter what type of PC somebody has, it's going to be, unless it's a Mac, then you're screwed. So
yeah, that's the only catch, is if you're using a Mac or a Linux or a Windows, because those are all different operating systems that you need to learn to use.
And most of the games are, developed for Windows platform, because it's pretty much the biggest platform out there in the world and stuff. So, I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not tough, but only coming from an outside perspective, it doesn't look tough. But we don't, unless you took coding in high school and stuff, and what was it, C++, whatever it was, and stuff like that.
My brother's
unless you're in the know, from an outside perspective, to us, doesn't seem hard. But I'm pretty sure it's an inside perspective. It's like, I got to retype, 100 lines of code just for the character to do, this or whatever,
Yeah.
Like I said, like, it starts at the top and it just trickles down. Like, hopefully the developer kits are at least similar in the next gen. So at least that would give them a little bit easier time, because the Xbox, I mean, the Xbox almost kind of seems like it's just an upgrade. Like, we would go in with a PC and upgrade our RAM and maybe upgrade our processor. That's what the Xbox Series X kind of seems to me. So I don't think the development kit might be hard for that one. PS4 might be the same thing. Who knows? But yep. Yeah, that's I'd rather see a company delay it and like what Cyberpunk is doing. Where
Yeah, please
like I said,
delay or
I'd
go
rather
full on Captain
to get it
Crunch,
right,
because
rather than that whole 1,000 gigabyte update or whatever the hell. Actually, that would be a terabyte update.
oh god, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's what it would be in the future.
And I think 1,000, not 1,000. What's a teraflop? Is it 1,000? I think 1 tera. Yeah, I forget what it is. Something like that.
1,000.
Yeah, but I rather, like I said, I'm all for delay if it means that the product will end up being better.
Same.
So we'll come, November or September? I forget when Cyberpunk's coming out now.
I think.
Yeah,
So,
November.
So, because I know you look like take Cyberpunk for example. How the developers are not liking the melee combat, so they're probably going back in there and rewriting all that code.
I don't know. It's a lot of work.
I don't know how they're going to change that, since it's going to be all first person and all that. So it's just like, I mean, games can do it. They can do melee combat and all that, but it's just,
I mean, I guess I don't know what it is that they're not liking about it. Maybe it doesn't flow smooth, but that's interesting. Speaking of developers, Epic versus Google and Sony. I mean, not Sony, Apple.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's still such a weird situation. But you know what it is, right? It's over money. That's what it's about, folks.
Well,
yeah, it's over money, but
I feel like, yes,
in the
Epic
sense that
made it about money, but
they covered it up by saying free Fortnite.
Fortnite's already free.
Here's the thing, Joe. Okay?
Free Fortnite and give us more money.
Apple takes 30% profit off of anything that is sold in any app. It's not just Epic's app. This is a 30% cut, 70-30 split for any app developer in the App Store across the board. Okay? So Epic is the monster that it is and can take these guys on. You're also looking at a lot of smaller developers who don't have that kind of power, who are taking that 70-30 split and aren't happy.
Something better than nothing.
This has been something that's been an issue for a long time, but Epic is finally standing up.
They said no more. We're done with this nonsense.
Yeah. So, I mean, 30% profit is a ridiculous amount.
That's like,
you make $100
somebody takes $30.
Somebody takes 30 from you. So,
well, I guess you still have $70. It's better to have $100 than $70 because
you put in the work, and all they did was, distribute it for you, I guess,
and distribute. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why Epic is taking it up. Like you're saying, it's about money. Except that in the lawsuit, Epic is not looking for any monetary repayment. Like, they're not suing Apple so that they can make money off of them.
Because they still don't need it. They
don't need it. They don't need it. But they recognize that
it's unfair.
That it's unfair, not just to them, but to hundreds of developers across the platform. So they're not seeking any monetary payback. They just want a more fair deal, a better deal on this.
I mean, maybe 80-20. I mean, still a lot, but it's still more than 30%. 30%, if you look at it, it's like that's a big chunk. 20% doesn't it's still big, but it's 10% difference is a big 10% difference. So I get where they're coming from, because it's like all Apple and Google. See, here's my thing. Does Google do the same thing?
I
Like,
guess
did
they
they
have
did
to.
they
Yeah.
well, no, but what's Google's profit? Did they ever mention like how, whatchamacallit, like how Apple is taking 30%? Is Google taking that much too?
I haven't actually heard what that is, so I'm looking it up
Because
right now.
it feels like, here's Sony, and I mean, God, I keep saying Sony. Here's Apple, and here Epic ready to fight, and all of a sudden Apple's like, well, Google does it too, and like, oh yeah, and then like Google just gets dragged into it.
So Google does charge 30%.
Okay.
According to a support.google.com page for Google Play Android developers, service fees for apps and in-app products offered through Google Play, the service fee is equivalent to 30% of the price. You receive 70% of the payment. The remaining 30% goes to the distribution partner and operating fees. As of January 1st, 2018, the service for subscription products decreases to 15% for any subscribers you retain after 12 paid months. If a subscriber has been active as of this date, that time will be counted. For example, if a subscriber has been active for 4 months, the service fee will be reduced to 15 after 8 more. So basically, somebody subscribes to you like for some kind of service for 12 months. You pay 30% on that 12 months, and then after that, you only have to pay 15. But yes, Google is charging the same service fee that Apple is.
So basically 60% of their money is getting taken away from them. If you look at it as a whole.
I mean, it doesn't work that way, because like if you looked at Google Play and Apple as 100% of your revenue, Apple is 50%, and then Google is another 50%. Like this is like perfect world math. So then 30% of 100% of 50% is being taken out from your revenue, if that makes any sense at all.
That's big math.
Okay. It's stupid math, but it's not 60%. It would still be 30%, but it's still just across two platforms. Because two platforms is just 50% each of your revenue.
I was looking at them more as separate, but still. But yeah.
Well, because money's money, so when it all comes up, that's 100% of your money, regardless of where it came from. So if you're going to divide, if you're going to divide it up as to where it came from, 50% of it would have come from Apple and 50% of it would have come from Google Play. So then, but then the math is that 100% of your Google Play transactions are being charged a 30% service fee. It's weird. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to get hung up on the math.
Fortnite skins. People want those real bad, and Google and Apple want some of the piece of that pie, that Fortnite skin money.
Well, it's the V-Bucks, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I like a lot of people are up in arms and like feel this is controversial. And it is to a point, because this is one company taking on two very large companies about greed. And some people are like, oh, it's all about lining pockets. And to some extent, yes, but it's also about getting, like we talked about last week, or the week before, about making sure that developers are paid correctly. I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Something like that.
Excuse me, with Blizzard. Making sure that people are being paid what they deserve. That's what Epic's fighting for, is to make sure that everybody who's using these services gets what they're paying for. The super controversial thing is that because of this, Apple has retaliated by removing accessibility, I guess, for any kind of development tools that Epic uses. So, for example, Epic allows you to have access to Unreal Engine, which is what a lot of games are developed in now. And Apple has now said that because Epic is doing this, they're suing them, that Unreal Engine is no longer going to be compatible with Mac developing tools, if that makes sense.
See, they're gonna bite themselves in the. Well, they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot.
Man, they were fighting over like Xbox for getting their xCloud on there, but now they're just going to be attacking the whole entire Unreal Engine 4, which most developers use. Like you said, it's like
not
what the
just
fuck?
gaming stuff. It's other stuff that Unreal Engine gets used for.
Oh yeah, there's like a ton of things you can do with it.
Basically, what Apple is hoping is going to happen is that it's going to drive. The people are still going to want to work with Apple and iOS, and that it's going to drive.
You'll have those diehards.
It's going to drive people away from using Unreal Engine and Epic because it's not compatible with iOS.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot though, like I was saying, because you'll have those diehard Apple for fans that will follow them to hell and back or whatever. They're gonna shoot themselves in the foot, like because why am I want to develop on iOS stuff that I primarily used to develop with, and let's say they've been developing with Unreal since Unreal Engine 1, and now we're hitting Unreal Engine 5, and it's just like, I could take this somewhere else and do what I need to do. That's gonna, Apple's still gonna have the sales and stuff because I know Apple, Macs are really good for like, designing and stuff with I know the film industry uses it a lot and stuff. So they'll still always have money. But now I think a part of it also will be people would just be like, no, I'm just going to go somewhere else with it, especially if, they've been developing for years with the Unreal Engine and stuff. So, and like Joe had alluded to earlier, and you guys with the Project xCloud being, most of those games are developed with the Unreal Engine.
Yep.
So it's like now they're really not going to be like, okay, well, we're going to really put, you don't see Google retaliating like that other than, just the whole money thing. So, or Android, I should say, the Android operating system, which is still Google. But I wonder if this affects Samsung. Well, Samsung, I know, had a partnership because Samsung had a thing. Partnership with Epic though for since the Galaxy 9.
It specifically says that this does not affect the where did it go?
Because I think on Samsung you can only access Samsung store Fortnite.
Yeah, you can still download Fortnite through the Samsung game store or whatever it's called. I just saw it in here and now I can't find it.
Yeah, the app store, whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at this article here to see if I have a statement from Google regarding this. So they say, reached for comment. Google emphasized that Fortnite had been removed from the Play Store for violating clear and pre-established rules. For game developers who choose to use the Play Store, we have consistent policies that are fair to developers and keep the store safe for users. While Fortnite remains available on Android, we can no longer make it available on Play because it violates our policies. However, we welcome the opportunity to continue our discussions with Epic and bring Fortnite back to Google Play. So the cool thing about Android is that
you can still get it no matter what. You can
still get it, and there's workaround.
Yeah, because Android's third parties, like Android's open source.
Yeah,
like
you can
Epic's
download the. Yeah, exactly. You can download the Epic launcher on your Android phone and still play Fortnite.
Yeah, you can. There's always a back. That's one thing I've always liked about.
I can't believe we're saying this after bashing Fortnite so much, but yes, you can still play Fortnite if you have an Android phone.
Still bashing, but yeah, whatever. It's still available for you kids, tweens.
Yeah, I just I get into this argument with my dad.
It's not in the Bible, son.
It's not the Bible thing, but
No,
my
yeah,
dad
that's his response. I'm just saying that's always his response to everything.
No, not really, but you blow it that way. There are people in this world who have more money than they could ever spend in their lifetimes.
Oh yeah,
Ninja.
definitely.
Um,
No, yeah.
Like honestly, what are you really going to do with
he
30
does
billion?
not have anywhere near as much money as the people I'm talking about. But
Oh, no, we're not talking about
he
Lord
doesn't,
Bezos,
but
first of
it's
all.
like
no, I am
like
talking
Bobby
about Lord
Kotick. He has
Bezos.
like billions of dollars.
Who?
I'm talking about Bezos.
You know,
I'm talking about
the CEO of Blizzard and Activision. That Bobby Kotick.
I didn't hear the
Yeah,
name.
he has like a ton of money that he will never like use. So it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
where are you going to use that money?
There are people out there. There are companies that make more money than probably fucking exists in the U.S. economy. My thing is why do we have to give developers such a raw deal? You know, why, when you have so much, why is it such a big deal to give a little bit more to encourage creativity and development of more things that could help benefit you long term? But because
greed better be monetization and it better have battle royale. That's why they want that green. Sorry, I had to say it.
He's not wrong in a sense.
No, he's not wrong. I just feel like they're getting dealt a really raw hand, and there's really no reason for it.
Yeah. No reason for it at all.
Let's take a mobile game that does a lot of microtransactions, like Clash of Clans, for example. Okay,
it's still
how much? Like, oh yeah. I wonder. Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, their newer Clash Royale or whatever. That company's called Superfly, I believe.
Something like that.
Superfly.
Super something. Yeah.
Super shiny.
But here's the thing. I was just thinking about it. A company like that, being that they have so many variations of their different games and like Clash Royale and different things like that, they make money hand over. They're like the Epic of the mobile. They make so much money hand over fist that to them 70-30 is like, okay, it's not such a big deal. But this leads back to the smaller developer, like you said, where they may not offer like these games with the ads in it. The reason that they had the ad, to generate that revenue to subsidy, to probably make up for what they're, what's being taken from Apple or Google. That's why they have these with the ads in it, because they pay, let's say 50 cents on the dollar. I don't know what ad revenue.
And then that's why they offer you rewards for watching the ads, which you could otherwise pay for. So the company is called Supercell, so you were close.
Supercell. I knew it was Supercell. Superfly. I know it was super something.
So, according to the New Yorker, in 2015, microtransactions contributed. Fucking go away, you stupid pop up. Contributed.
There you go, ads.
Yeah, they just want me to. They want me to sign up to subscribe.
Say 15% today.
Stupid lizard. So microtransactions in 2015. Okay, so this was not long after the game had launched.
This is only 5 years, probably. They haven't been in existence that long.
No, this is just in the last 5 years. So in 2015, microtransactions contributed to the company's $2.3 billion in sales. In 2015
30%
alone.
of that is like chunk change to them.
Yeah. So that's what Supercell is making. That's what they made. And then Google Play and Apple probably walked away with 30% of that.
And like Blizzard, how the 1 year Blizzard made what 20 what like what we were talking about, like 20 million a month just in like from Hearthstone alone. That's not even their other games. That's just from Hearthstone alone. So Hearthstone's available for both the Android and Apple. So like to them, 30% is like chunk change.
Yep. It says League of Legends made 1.6 billion in sales in 2015. Just for comparison there. Okay. We're talking about a PC based game versus mobile game.
It's because of their skin market on League of Legends. Good lord. That's
yeah. But so League of Legends, a PC based game made 1.6, while a mobile game made 2.3. I mean, that's fucking insane to me.
But
I just feel like we're getting these developers are getting a raw deal that they could be making more money. They could be making more if they, what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month?
Like
you go back to the workers that have a little bit more in their paycheck. Could be used more for other game development ideas.
Something, or just a thank you that, hey, we know you've worked hard on this. It's been a little bit crazy at times. Well, here's a little thank you.
Yep.
I'm not
like, even just in your personal life, right? What would $1,000 a month do for you? Like, we're not even developers. Okay. Like, obviously, if we were developers, that extra $1,000 that we would make back in microtransactions or whatever would be a huge difference in terms of what we could do for the future of the game, or making a new game, or anything, basically, in terms of the development. But even just as human beings who exist on this fucking rock in the middle of fucking space
within a limited amount of time.
Yeah, $1,000 a month would fucking.
I mean, look how crazy everybody went when we all got that extra 1,200.
Yeah,
yay! I mean,
Germany just announced that they're doing a universal basic income program of $1,300 a month for 3 years, just as a test drive. Like, I really want to see how that goes.
The rest of the world, how they're better than us, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to tell
much more better off than here.
I'll be down to move to Denmark.
Yeah,
it's the happiest place on earth.
Let's do it. Fuck, why not? Joe, we moving to Denmark?
As well. Better than here.
Okay, but when we get there, our Xbox Series S and our freaking PS5s better be ready.
Oh my fuck. You're still shoehorning this.
Oh, it will be done. Whether we have to chop off your
Christmas
hand.
is coming up. My birthday's in 2 weeks, and Christmas is coming up. I'm just saying.
Then after that, my birthday.
Oh my god.
Then after that, your birthday's in 2 weeks.
Are our birthdays really just spread out perfectly 2 weeks apart from each other?
I guess so.
Yeah. And then after that, Christmas. One bad. Black Friday, then Christmas.
Black Friday doesn't count anymore.
Yes, it does. Shut up.
But there's going to be a lot of places are closed this year. A lot of places are closed this year.
This is true. You know what's funny? I was thinking about Thanksgiving. Just in general.
I still have a turkey.
Not the food. Not the food. That's probably not bueno, but maybe. It's not really good. But I mean, like, just because that's, that's a festive time where people do like to get together, especially
Oh, it's gonna be a
stuff like
fucking
that.
nightmare, bro. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
All the pandemic will
The
start
best
over
part
again.
is it's
I have an
gonna-
idea.
Everybody's gonna travel for Thanksgiving, and
I
then
have an
Christmas,
idea.
everyone's gonna be in fucking lockdown.
If this moron chief wants to get reelected, here's what he needs to do. I'm not advocating for this, by the way.
No.
Instead of building your wall in Mexico, which utterly failed, just fucking build the wall in Florida. Send anybody that has a coronavirus down there. Lock that shit up, and everybody. That'll be corona.
Finally, we can take down Florida once and for all.
Lock everybody who has the Rona up in Florida.
Jesus Christ.
God.
I mean, Florida would probably be an easier wall to build than Mexico.
Fuck, they've already got Disney World.
There you go. They have
Karens
Disney
will have-
World.
all the
They have
Karens will have everything they want. I don't have
They
to wear a mask, and I get to go to Disney World. Fuck you.
I dealt with a Karen at work this week. I was like, good Lord, I've seen a Karen. Fucking fat.
There's a Karen.
Bitch. But anyway, yeah, I mean, like I said, the 1% that is the major companies that are developing on mobile, this doesn't affect them. Like, what we're saying is what Epic is doing. Epic is really saying enough because they're seeing that somebody probably realized that Epic is.
Just lost your mic, buddy.
It's again and again.
No, I was actually just quiet that time.
Oh, okay.
Well, that time he was being a dick.
Okay.
I could tell because he smiled as soon as I said his mic went out.
Oh,
and he's like, I'm gonna take this fucking opportunity to fuck with them.
I didn't realize.
What I'm saying is Epic is pretty much, setting up for the little ones who can't. Like you said, like we've been saying, that the 30% is a big chunk that's coming out their revenue.
Yeah,
it's gonna be, especially now, a make or break. Or, well, we can't continue to put this game out because it's actually going to end up costing us more to develop this game on a mobile app than keep our doors.
No, you're
open.
right. You got to wonder how many games go undeveloped because of fees like this, where they look at it and they say, we can't get this game out the door because we're not going to be able to recoup costs.
Or they gotta go, or like maybe they're trying to, they don't want to go the ad route, but they have to subsidize what they're losing.
Yeah.
From
I remember the day, I remember back when Angry Birds was the hot new thing.
Yeah.
And ads still were not hugely prevalent. There were those games that everybody knew you don't play this game because there's a ton of ads in it. We hated people for ads.
You launch the game and there's an ad. You actually try to hit start to play the game, there's an ad.
Yeah. You had games like that. It's just, that it was they were greedy back then. Developers were greedy for putting ads in their game. And now it's just literally they have to have the ads to keep their game on the marketplace. How sad is that?
Damn shame.
And then if you look at it also, then they'll say, okay, fine, you don't want the ads? Okay, here's the game for $5.99, let's say. Or think
even just 99 cents.
Or just 99 cents. Pay 99 cents.
And all of us are like, oh no, 99 cents. Oh.
Exactly. They're like,
hours worth of
99 cents. Like, why do I have to pay 99 cents? It's $1. Like you pay.
It's like shipping and it's like whenever we have to pay shipping and handling on something. It's like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do that too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I do it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's why when I shop on Amazon, that's why Amazon Prime, like, oh, click. I'll wait 3 extra days. I don't mind.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's a royal screw job, and hopefully Epic can come to an agreement where, like I said, 80-20, 20% is still a lot, but 20% is, the extra 10% can go into the developer for whatever they need to do with that extra 10%. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's still better than no percent, 0%.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how this plays out because, like we had talked about, Apple did the same kind of thing to IBM.
Yep, back in the day.
Like the Fortnite commercial that said that they were taking Apple to court was a parody of the Apple commercial attacking IBM.
Yeah.
Yep. I
So,
remember.
like, it's a whole Star Wars thing. You've become the thing that you swore to destroy. And Joe's thinking about the meme where it says Padme's ass instead of the Sith, but
that wasn't it, but it's close to it.
But yeah, no, Apple has literally become that
like,
tech
what the
giant
fuck, Arrington?
that they campaigned against in the 1980s. So and I'm sure that not a lot of people remember that. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, so
Excuse me for a sec.
no, you're good. But it's
Need to charge my my thing.
Oh, his vibrator. I remember that Apple commercial. And he's come on, dude. Why won't you say what you? Why do you have to say I need to charge my thing? Come on.
We'll wait for him to come back and we'll ask.
All we're gonna hear
is
is
he's probably not charging his computer again, just like he was supposed to.
Works in the tech department.
I'll be interested to see how Apple takes this, especially since it's so reminiscent of what they did to IBM. I mean, I'm sure they've got all these lawyers and shit who are going to justify it and everything else, but
yeah, they're going to be like, "Oh, you signed this contract."
Yeah, but from a moral standpoint, as a company, which I'm sure they don't have any anymore, this isn't any better than who they were fighting. So, Joe, what were you plugging in?
Oh, my laptop losing battery life.
Told you.
Why don't you have your laptop plugged in general?
Because I didn't do that because I had multiple steps while also getting drunk at the time. So yeah.
You mean shooting beer out your nose?
Yeah.
He wasn't
Someone had to say something. If somehow my balls just came out of my fucking shorts.
Multiple steps? For what? Opening a beer?
No, I already had it open
to move across his room.
But then when I heard you saying, "Oh, somehow if he didn't turn on his camera at the time, he might have like shown us his balls," and then I just got the
He did that actually.
My drink just like got out of my nose, and I'm just like, "Oh god damn it!"
You have to do the leaving your house method. You know, when you leave your house, you check for your in my case, 4 essential things, but everybody,
the pat down.
keys, wallet, phone, and inhaler or whatever, gum for some people, whatever.
I mean,
before you start, you got to do the headphones, camera, battery check.
He froze up. Nope, there he's like,
I'm still right here.
I can tell he's not frozen. I'm just saying, just before you start, you got to do the check, like you would when you leave.
I had to turn on this.
No, you said beer
and
was
get
more
on here
important.
on
you were
time.
Like, fuck this shit. Fuck beer. I mean, fuck whatever. I need beer, whatever.
He had beer coming in. I'm going to defend Joe on this one and say he had beer coming out his nose, so he probably wasn't thinking straight.
But the fact that he had the beer in the first hand instead of making sure all his stuff was ready.
Some people have different priorities. They get home, they crack a cold one, they scrub their balls, and then they jump on the podcast.
Exactly.
That's Joe.
It's natural.
That's not natural. I don't come home and crack a cold one. I come home and get in the shower because I'm fucking shit from working in the warehouse all day. Sweating my ass off.
What are you talking about? I smell like shit already. And pandemic shit.
You at least have AC. We don't have AC in our building. We do, quote unquote. But it's
yeah.
it's so spread out, you don't even feel it.
So I
Gotta
just
make
go in
sure.
the beer cooler.
We don't have a beer cooler.
I know. I just go in the beer cooler if I'm warm. It's been really hot out here lately. See, if I had cold ones to crack, like a Dr. Pepper or something like that, I would be drinking. I would come home, and that's the first thing I do when I get home. Is
Nazis
I take off my motorcycle gear and I make myself dinner. That's the first thing I do.
At least you heard me. That's cool.
You said something about Nazis, so I'm gonna ignore it.
A Nazi drink? No, that's like more like that
No,
orange soda. That would
What
be the
about orange
Nazi
soda?
drink.
No, fucking
Dr. Pepper was just the first soda that came to mind. The point
Dr.
is,
Pepper still
if I had
works.
cold drinks in my fridge, my mini fridge here, I come home, I get some ice in a cup, and I crack it open and I pour it. And it's like the great way to end the night.
Good old H2O for me.
Yeah, that's why you're pissing all the goddamn time.
So what? At least my piss is clean.
Should still see a doctor.
Oh,
I was about to say that.
It's on my list to do. I have to call.
My list.
No, because I have to actually find one in my network. Make sure, because apparently the place I was going to is technically network.
Oh,
So I wasn't getting the maximum discount for glasses and stuff. So I got my exam is free, but I wasn't. So I can't use them to get my glasses anymore.
Most glasses places are out of network, and even if they're in network,
No, I found a whole bunch there, and that's why. But yeah, like you said, they charge an arm and a leg.
So I was stuffing envelope. All right, well, we should probably actually end the podcast. We've been going for an hour, and we're totally off topic now. Did we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
Songs.
Bless
We
you.
talked about that, so yeah.
We can never not talk about song.
So we good?
I think we're
You guys
good.
got anything else? All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. We appreciate you joining us for this episode. Make sure you please share us with your friends, family, coworkers, whoever you think might enjoy listening to us. Helps us a lot. Make sure you go and follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/Permaglitch Gaming. Our Twitch is @Permaglitched. Our Instagram, our TikTok. Please, we just found out that people who've been in our community, hippie, have been in our community for several months and didn't know we had a Facebook page. Fucking go follow our Facebook page.
Hippie has unfortunately been distracted as of late.
Yeah, very, very.
Hippie's lucky he's getting out of bed in the morning.
But to be fair, Hippie would have been distracted.
He would have been what?
He would have been distracted either way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so please go check out our social medias, check out our Patreon, come join our Discord, all that fun stuff. We would love to have you guys there. We've got some awesome stuff rolling out probably next week, and then some really, really cool stuff rolling out in September.
Joe's OnlyFans page is launched.
Yeah, Joe's OnlyFans page is going to launch.
Yeah.
He's got some really hot, steamy content on there for you. Joe McSteamy.
Joe McFucking-Steamy.
Joe McSteamy.
I think we're done.
We're done. So check us out on social medias. Refer us to your friends. Check out our website. We're going to see you guys later this week with some more streams. And then we'll see you next week with the next podcast episode. So this is us signing off. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Permaglitch Gaming Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. As always, we want to thank you for being a faithful listener of our podcast. You guys are the ones that keep us going. Please don't forget to leave us a review on whichever site that you listen to us on. It helps us a lot. Reading those reviews are highlights to our day. We look forward to seeing you again. And in the meantime, be sure to check out our YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and other social media pages for ongoing content.